So what is the difference between a function and a relation? So the difference is, we can describe, let's describe a function. So we know we say a function is like f of x, right? And then it can be equal to something like x plus 1. So we know if we made a table for a function like this, then we're gonna put in an x like 1, and then our output will be 2. Same thing, we put in 100, we'll get 101. So we see that in a function, every x has a specific y value with it, right? It cannot be like 2, 3, 4, right? One x value cannot have multiple y values. It can only have one y value. However, there is something called a relation. And a relation, the idea is that an x value can have multiple y values, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? And we don't really write an equation like this, okay? It's not one single equation. So yeah, so we can see the difference, you know, that every x value can have multiple y values. And now there's this idea of, let me write it in a nice color, okay, this idea of mapping, okay? I want to quickly explain what's the difference for when we map a relation and we map a function. Okay, so you know, let's use that function as an example. So like if we use a map for a function or relation will look like this. It's like an oval, right? We have two ovals, and so let's say we put 1, 2, 3, da 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 da, and we put 1, 2, 3. So we're gonna have a input, and then we have an output. So we know for f of x equals x plus 1, so our output will be like this, 2, 3, 4, and then we can draw lines to show all the inputs and the outputs, right? But for and we see that every x will only have one line. But for a relation, like, you know, we don't really have like an input-output, but it's more like, we do have input-output actually, yeah. We have input, and we can have an output. And then, like, you know, we can have 7, 6, 10, whatever, but one x value can have multiple y values. So this is like, we call this mapping, okay? And now, I want to quickly show you something about graphs. And there's this idea of a vertical line test. Vertical line test. It's just like it's pretty straightforward. You'll see. So we have a graph. Okay, and so the idea is let's graph f of x equals x plus 1. So actually, okay, fine. We don't really need to graph a function, but we can just see how it looks like. So we have a function. Functions will look like this. So the idea is that, you know, we a vertical line. We will draw vertical lines like this. And if the vertical line crosses the line of the function or the relation twice, then if it crosses it twice or more, then it's a relation. But if only once, then it's a function. Okay? For example, this one is a function because every time we draw the vertical line, it's only passing the graph once. But if we have a graph like this, let me show you quickly. Let's say we have a graph like this, a circle. This is a relation because when we draw the vertical line, we see that it intersects twice, right? So that's why it's twice or more, and that will mean it's a relation. Another example of a relation is like this. Let's say we have like this kind of graph, right? This is a relation because when we draw the line, we see it intersects multiple times, so that will mean it's a relation. So that's the difference between a relation and a function.